What's up, guys? This is Eddie Bracamontes, IFBB Pro. This chest workout is brought to you by Genetics and AMINOGROW. So today I'm starting off with an incline barbell press. On this one, I really like to keep my chest engaged the entire time by coming down slow, about 3 to 4 seconds to the negative. For me, I visualize when I'm squeezing at the top. You know how when you push dumbbells together, when you're using dumbbells, I visualize the same thing with the barbell. I try to squeeze the bar together. That way I get a maximum contraction of my pecs. So as I get into my working sets, I still try to keep focused on not locking out my elbows to keep the mind muscle connection locked into my chest. As soon as you lock your elbows, the tension releases from your chest, goes to other parts of your body, especially your elbows. So I try to prevent that. Obviously, if it gets really heavy, then I go ahead and lock out, but I try to do my best to prevent it and keep the intended muscle group engaged, which is the chest on this movement. So since this is my first exercise for chest, I typically like to do about 2 warm-up sets, about 12 to 15 on my warm-up sets. And on my working sets, I keep it around 8 to 10. But right now, in the phase of my training, on my final set, about 5 or 6, just so I'm trying to work on my strength a little bit. But typically, 10 to 12 working sets, warm-up set of about 15. I usually get 2 of them, as I mentioned on the first movement. So next up, we got a flat dumbbell press. Since I'm already warmed up, there's no need for warm-up sets, so I go right into my working sets. Typically like to get about 3 sets right here, about 10 to 12 reps. All right, so third movement for chest today is gonna be right here on the flat bench again. I'm doing dumbbell flies. Right here, I try to make sure to keep a good stretch on my chest, not to go too far down and let my shoulders take over. A lot of times what happens is when someone goes too far back, they overextend and stretch too much and leads to your shoulders taking over the workout, or even worse, hurting your shoulders, which obviously is not a good thing. So by keeping the chest, your elbows on your sides and not further back, you want to be careful not to overstretch and keep the tension on the chest and not anywhere else. I love AMINOGROW because it helps keep my muscles hard and full, and it helps me recover faster in between sets. So my pro tip for dumbbell flies, you want to add more tension by using the band. So wrap it around your back. What this does, it makes the top part of the movement a little harder as you come up to the top. So I'm gonna finish off chest with cable flies. Do about 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. I'm gonna make sure to bring the handles as close as possible. What I like to do, I like to internally rotate as I bring the handles together. That way it just activates more muscle fibers of my chest. Controlling on the way back, don't let it go back too fast. That way you emphasize the negative more and keep tension, mind muscle connection on the chest throughout the entire set. So my pro tip on this movement is to make sure to use different angles and not just get comfortable with the same one every time. That way you can get complete chest development. So bringing them down low, you can do a few reps, and then on your next set, you can bring them up a little higher, and then next set, come out further, even more higher. So all we're doing is just making sure we're hitting every angle, giving the muscle fibers of the chest a different type of stress. This different type of stress is what makes the muscle grow. and you don't get too complacent, too comfortable. Because when you get too comfortable, you don't grow.